You're watching the greatest ever war films, and we are inching inexorably towards your number one. The setting, Libya, 1942. The stars, John Mills, Sylvia Sims, and a glass of lager. The film, it can only be ice cold in Alex.
Of all the films I've done, it's the one that gets shown all over the world, all the time. It just seems to grab people.
This 1958 Sunday afternoon classic is the story of 3 soldiers, 2 nurses, 1 rickety ambulance, and a pair of very short shorts on a death-defying trek across the deserts of war-torn North Africa.
Sand, dust, heat, being shaken about in a tin can going over the desert, using every trick in the book to keep a vehicle on the road. What a journey.
It was the most horrible location in the world. It's full of flies, it's dusty, and sometimes it's very cold. I didn't like it much, but it was the most amazing crew.
John Mills's Captain Anson, a man who's fond of a tipple, dreams of quaffing an ice-cold lager when they reach Alexandria. But their journey is plagued with problems. Like Anthony Quayle's character, Vanderpoel, nearly drowning in quicksand, as you do.
It was horrific. And he was amazing because he went right under, almost breathed it in. And when Johnny cleaned him, I mean, he'd got it all up his nose and his ear. Oh, I can't tell you, it was just awful.
It's a great film about human effort. You know, that famous scene where they get the lorry up the hill and she doesn't put the brake on properly and it goes all the way back down to the bottom again. And you think, well, what do? We can't just give up and go home. You have to get the thing going. You have to do it again.
They had to keep alive. There was a lot to live for. The elements are totally against them. The enemy is all around them. I'd have kept alive for Sylvia Sims. She was worth staying alive for.
Do you always know what you want? Always.
I'm so delighted to think that I was saucy and sassy and sexy.
But Sylvia's cleavage proved way too sexy for the British censor.
Oh, it's hysterical when you think of what you see now. Good Lord. All we'd done was to undo a couple of buttons so that you might have the feeling there'd been a bit of rumpy-pumpy before, and that was cut.
Thankfully, though, they left in one moment of pure lust.
Beer has never been as either erotic or badly poured. Poured out, chugged out, gassing up, but just that look as John Mills drags his finger down the condensation on the side of the glass.
Never was a glass of lager more well-earned or strongly deserved.